Welcome back to Man on a Mission. I'm Pat Martins from Faith Lutheran Church in Jefferson City, Missouri. I've been on a brief hiatus, but hope to get some more regular content going here to those of you in my zone elder group in particular as we start to wind down from the summer now. I wanted to look at several sections in the book of James and what it says to us about missions, but before I get there, I want to ask you something. Do you know what your QTL is? Now, your first thought probably is, what does QTL mean? This is something I've been groping with for several weeks. I picked this acronym up from football coach Jimmy Johnson. If you follow football at all, and I'm a big fan, you may be familiar with Jimmy Johnson. He coached in college for the University of Miami, where they won the national championship, but he also coached the Dallas Cowboys and won 2 Super Bowls with them. Now he does a football studio show prior to the NFL games. He was recently elected to the Football Hall of Fame, and it was during his induction speech that I became intrigued with something that he said towards the end of it called QTL, Quality Time Left. In his speech, it was a reference to appreciating your loved ones and the people around you, because there will be a day you won't be able to. Or in other words, your life moves fast, and before you know it, the life you have here is gone. But what struck me about this is how true it is for our Christian obligation here on earth. You know, I talk to various people about going on mission trips. Probably the main thing I hear from people is, I'd really like to do that someday, but I'm just too busy right now, or it's not the right time, or something along those lines. In other words, they think they have plenty of QTL to do it in the future. Maybe. Do you know how much QTL you have left? In particular, I want to rephrase that and say, how much mission QTL do you have left? How much time do you have to be boots on the ground as a missionary for Christ? And when I say mission QTL, it's not just how much life do you have, but how much life where you can be active and effective in performing missions in the field. None of us really knows that, unless it's at zero right now. For instance, my mother has been in a nursing home facility for over 6 years and has very little function. Even though she's alive, her QTL is effectively zero, I would say. She does not have the ability to go out and be a witness for Christ. So the question is, what is your mission QTL? And how are you using that QTL to be a representative for Christ in the mission field? Here's the kicker to it. Maybe more importantly, what are you doing with your mission QTL right now? Is it dormant? Is it being wasted away because you don't have the time right now because you are focused on other earthly obligations that you have positioned ahead of your mission QTL? Or maybe you think there is plenty of time to get around to it. It's a chance you're willing to take because you will always have time later. Maybe. Think about it. Your time in this life slips away fast. Only what's done for Christ will last. So I'd encourage you to think about your mission QTL and be a man or a woman on a mission.